painting session. All right, so today I'll be painting this apple. This apple wearing glasses. All right, so I'll be using the lemon green. I'm not sure. Let's see if I'm going to pair with orange. I guess the glasses area is going to be orange. Then the lips, I love me red lips. Then maybe yellow somewhere. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so let's start. Okay. Let me get this stock out of the way. So guys, how was your day? I had a very interesting day. All in all, I'm grateful to God, yeah. I'm grateful to God. You know, life is dynamic and God has given us the wisdom to handle every situation the best way, you know. So yeah, we're grateful for that. We're very grateful for that. Okay, so I'm contemplating between painting this green, you know, or going in with yellow. This yellow is running low, so I might have to use, I'm falling in love with using pen, that's ink lately. I think we can afford that to TJ. He's a brilliant artist from Nigeria, and I saw some of his works in ink and I was really inspired, you know. They were really masterpieces, so I think, yeah. Okay. But I don't know, it's going to be a lot of work. But let's see. Maybe it won't be that bad. Okay. Okay. So, how do you react when someone you really care about, someone you love, someone that matters to you, not necessarily someone you're in a romantic relation with, no. I mean, someone you care about, say a friend or a family member, requests something from you and it just seems like manipulation. Like, I'm allowed to say no, right? Like, would that be a request if one can say no? You know? Won't that just be plain manipulation if you automatically expect the person to give you whatever you ask for, even when it's not convenient for them, or it's going to put them in trouble? You know? What do you think about interactions like that? Hello, hi everyone. Oh, this is nice. Let me know where you're logging in from. Just say something in the comment section. I would appreciate that. Something like, hello, hi, I'm Titi from Ibadan, Nigeria. I'm Anna from Australia. I'm Ken from London. I'm Ibrahim from Iran. You know, let's just connect. That would be nice. I'll be reading the comment section. So anything you want to tell me, or do you want to pick a color for me? What color do you feel I should paint the shades in? No black. I'm going to paint it an outrageous bright color because we're still in the fantasy series, so we're going to be painting things in unusual colors, in unnatural color. Why? Because we're playing. This is playful art. We're not acting all serious in it. We just want to play, have fun, and make some very happy hearts. So back to what I was saying. How do you feel when you have requests like that from someone you deeply care about, but it seems manipulative? And then even when you said no to them, the attitude you're getting is just off the charts. And you're wondering, isn't this just plain manipulation? I should be able to tell you no without you flipping the bird on me. That's not right. Hi, Luna. You're welcome. Thank you, Luna. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Where are you joining in from, Luna? Tilak? Are you from the Philippines? It sounds like the name of a Philippine. Am I right or wrong? What nationality are you? I'm Nigerian from the Yoruba tribe. So where are you from, Lunak? So in situations like that, what do you do? You know, I for one, I draw boundaries, yes. But I've also come to realize that even in drawing boundaries, some individuals are so stubborn. Oh, you're Chennai. Is that Indian? Oh, thank you so much. So my voice is very cute. Oh, thank you. I'm sure your face is cuter. Thanks, Luna. All right, so I draw boundaries, yeah. But I feel some people are really, really, really stubborn. They just won't listen. I don't know, or maybe they're just dealing with OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. Sorry, but sometimes my medical mind just flip the textbook. Because if there's a name for what you're doing, then it's easy for me to not be so mad at you, right? Yeah. So I'm an heart and medicine professional, right? I'm an heart therapist. And I train as a medical professional. So my classes in behavioral health then, I pick a number of terms, and one of it is OCD. Now, nowadays, there are a lot of shows online, especially on international TVs, on people coming in to help people deal with OCD and yada, yada, yada. But when you're dealing with them on a behavioral level, it can be tough. They just won't stop talking about a particular thing in a particular way they want it, and you have to be the one to do it. So I had to deal with this individual, and it was exhausting. And I just said, God, please help me. And I had to take very strong measures, create boundaries, and it just made me wonder, it just makes me reflect if sometimes individuals just hide behind this pretense of having a behavioral trait, which they can genuinely work on and improve, to manipulate and extort from people. That's not kind. That's really not kind. I'm a very kind person, but over the years I've learned to draw lines and boundaries so people don't get to break your heart. The heart is very precious, and the good book says to guard your heart with all diligence. That's the Bible. Because out of it flows the issues of life. So you don't want someone just coming with toxic traits and vibes and just dumping all that into your space, because whatever you're creating comes from what's going on your mind. So if you don't protect your mind, different people with their issues don't want to dump stuff, and you're not an incinerator, girl. You draw the lines, you create boundaries, and you protect your sanity, girl. All right, you say, okay, man. Next join Spider-Man. Oh, okay, Spider-Man. We'll see about that. Maybe not anytime soon, but along this, I will note that Spider-Man. All right, all right. Hi, Flourish Ogumodede. Oh, my Yoruba sister. You're welcome. You're welcome. Where are you calling? Are you from Nigeria or the diaspora? Are you in motherland or in the abroad? Flourish, where are you watching from? So, and this had to do with the black tax, this all very interesting interaction has to do with the black tax. And I said, girl, I'm sorry. That bill here too high. I ain't gonna pick it. So you have to find a way to source that yourself, because why did you go and get busy? Busy that you cannot afford. My sister from Nigeria will understand the balance I just said now. Why do you go ahead to get a loan expecting that, oh, she works in health, she has big money, amen to that? I love that. I love that you have such opinion. From your mouth to God's ear. But even at that, even if you have a very rich relative, I think it's still very irresponsible, if I dare say, whoever the family member is, whatever their role is, whoever they are to you, whoever in capital letter, because sometimes it's who they are that could really make you so scared of saying no to them. But girl, if you don't learn to say no and say it well, loud over the microphones, you could get yourself into trouble. And money troubles are terrible. You could waste several years, you could waste years of your life trying to pay back a loan that was never used for yourself. I mean, it's not wise. So please, in all you do, like my very wonderful and amazing African mama will say, that's one of our mama in Africa that is doing excellently well on the global stage. That's Mama Ibukwan Wushika. Shout out to that woman. I just love her. She makes us all proud. She says have a percentage of your income for black tax. And once you exhaust that percentage, that's it. You're not going to touch the money for investments. That's foolishness. Don't do that. You're never going to touch the money for your savings or your children's school fees. Yeah, I hear some people do that. That's just plain being irresponsible, because you're the only daddy, you're the only mommy to your children. But this family member have another uncle, they have several aunties they can call if you don't come through. So you really aren't their main. You really aren't you're not the subject really, you're just one of the many options. Oh boy. The earlier you accept this and you adjust and stop playing hero, the better for you. The better for you. Alright, I think I'm going to paint this. I don't know, should I paint this? Should I paint it green? I'm thinking of going in with lemon green for this. It will be very nice. Hi, Ogumodede from Nigeria. God bless you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I think I will do. I don't know if to do orange or lemon green. Orange will really be Orange is going to look fantastic. But I feel lemon green will give a contrast, a very good contrast. Okay, so orange or lemon green. It's giving me ideas. Orange or lemon green. Okay, orange. Yeah, I think green. Green looks very good on camera. Yeah, it's a good choice. Oh, and I love this glassy frostiness it's given me. This is good. Alright, so I might not double paint it because I want to give it this glassy reflective appearance. Let's see how that goes. So that's it on black tags. Be very careful of manipulation. And I think it's worthy of mention to be very careful of emotional blackmailing. For years, I suffered from this. And thank God, it just felt like the scales fell off my eyes at the point. I'm like, never again. I was literally screaming on top of my lungs, like, never again. I'm not going to do this. I will never be tricked into this very unhealthy practice again. Whoever you are, whoever in capital letter, I'm going to say this again, whoever, because I feel it should be a bond of love. So if something is not convenient for someone, you should not impose it on them. If you truly, genuinely love this person, you should be grateful for what they're able to afford and not impose on them or give them the silent treatment or isolate them or blackmail them or gossip about them in family meetings when they're not able to come through for your shenanigans or your wasteful spending, because sometimes some of these black tax, they're just to show off. I mean, you're borrowing to give to someone who doesn't have a job and also wants to show off with your money. How very silly that is. Especially on the part of the person asking for the money. You're not even using it to invest in business. Like, how really unreasonable and unkind that is. So I really feel Africa, this is especially to Africans, we should really work on this. Family members should be kind enough to know what they demand from and not have the audacity for certain things. It's really not right. We should do better. All right. Thank you, everyone. There we have it. Let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you for coming to my live. Ciao, ciao. Bye.